elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the Special Interest Group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
Three minutes past 10 p.m. Welcome to UBC News Tonight with me, Sharon Chomdisha. Today, in our top stories of the day, the global health of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community has spoken out strongly against the misuse of religion to mistreat women. Addressing thousands at the community's annual convention in the UK, Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmed said that Islam placed clear limits on polygamy to prevent abuse, not to promote it. He said women are precious and should be treated with love and respect, never as inferior or second class. Samuel Sendino reports.
The Jalsa Salana is the largest annual Muslim convention in the UK, attracting over 30,000 participants from around the world. This year's gathering once again featured a special women's session attended by thousands both in person and virtually. Addressing the gathering, the spiritual leader of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community focused his address on justice, dignity and true teachings of Islam on the status of women.
That the men and women deserve the same rights. وَلَهُنَّ مِثْلُ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِنَّ. So it is wrong to mistreat them, to abuse them, to treat them just like sandals, to don't look upon them, to trample upon their rights. It is not right.
He addressed the topic of polygamy directly, saying that while Islam allows it under specific conditions, it should never be used to justify the mistreatment of women. The Khalifa reminded the audience that Islam introduced restrictions on polygamy to reform an already widespread custom known to endorse it.
No doubt you can marry, but remember, can you be just with women before marriage? If you can't be just, then you don't have a right to marry. And if you have one wife and you want to do another marriage, if you can't even fulfill the needs of the wife you already have, you have no right to marry a second one.
This message resonated well with the Ugandans who attended this convention, led by Maulana Muhammad Ali Kaile, the Amir and missionary in charge of the Ugandan Jamaat.
The society itself is, you see, congested with such warped thinking and the practices that a woman is not given respect. That's why also in the previous speeches, the eminent scholars pointed out how many of the ladies and girl children are being mistreated in countries you assume to be developed.
Because the Supreme Head told us that if you are not treating well your wife, then you are not going to do anything outside. Everything that we do, that we want to achieve, starts from our families. If our families are not at peace, then that means that the whole world won't be at peace.
I beg pardon from Allah, my Lord, for all my sins, and turn to
The Uganda Scouts Association has been blocked from accessing the Kazi Scouts grounds after security forces denied them entry. Forced to hold their convention near Kubo Central, the group has appealed to their founder, President Yoweri Museveni, to intervene.
The Scouts had come to discuss how to end the violence on their land and to address who broke into their offices recently and reclaimed their position.
Instructions that we don't go inside. So we are not going to cause any violence. Scouts are not violent. We are not going to cause commotion here. We are not going to force ourselves into Kazi. I've talked to the commander and explained our position, that the difference between Uganda Scouts Association and the Boy Scouts that claim to be the owners of Kazi is not the issue. It is our issue as scouts.
Led by top leaders, scouts were shocked as security blocked them from accessing their long-planned conference venue.
So what is being done here is not a legally binding approach. It is a mafiaism kind of arrangement. But just like the chairperson council said, we don't want to be violent. Otherwise, legally nothing would stop us from entering. The only thing which would appear to stop us entering is guns, which we do not fear. For the record, we do not fear guns. But then, we are in a community. We don't want to cause commotion. Maybe bullets are shot. It will not affect only us, but it will affect the people around this area. We have elders, we have sickly people, so we don't want to cause commotion in the area. Otherwise, if not for that, we will force ourselves to enter because there is no offense we will be committing.
Despite clearance from the police and army, soldiers blocked the scouts' conversion, denying entry and sparking shock and confusion. Blocked at Kazi, they set up chairs alongside the road and kicked off the ceremony with songs of defiance.
It is, again, very surprising that the agencies which are supposed to protect us, that we have the meeting, are the same agencies which have turned against blocking the meeting. But as scouts, we shall never give up. As scouts, we shall not surrender. We shall use all the legal provisions of the law because this association is governing over millions of the younger scouts out there in this country. We shall use all the provisions to ensure that we get justice for the Scouts Association and our business continue going forward. And as a way forward, we are appealing to the patron because the president of this country, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, is the patron of the Uganda Scouts Association. Whatever is happening in the Scouts Association, we believe you could be aware. But if not, you could interest yourself as the father and the leader of the house that issues within the fraternity and the movement of the Uganda Scouts are earlier sorted.
They just want to disorganize. These guys don't need from come back.
Youth attacked, chaos erupted, and army officers failed to restore order or stop the violence. Jane Nyiramahoro said their conference followed all rules and vowed to resolve those blocking them. They appealed to President Museveni for intervention since their land is being subdivided into plots and sold off. So that Kaye, UBC News.
Thank you so much, Sudat Kaye. The Minister of State for Youth and Children Affairs, Dr. Balam Bargahare, has urged youth and people of Masindi to embrace government poverty eradication programs like the PDM, MUGA, and Youth Livelihood Program. The minister was delivering the president's message to the people of Masindi during the 4th anniversary celebration of Radio 7, where he asked them to support Museveni and all NRM candidates in the coming general elections. Jane Nyiramjisha reports.
The Minister of State for Youth and Children Affairs, Dr. Balam Bargahare, has continued to engage the youth on government development programs. While in Masindi, the minister encouraged the youth to actively take part in different government poverty eradication programs. He encouraged them to report corrupt government officials at all levels.
President Museveni akusindika milioni 10 buli muruka kandi milioni 30 zibaze eminyeto mukupura bakasiria.
Balam called upon the people of Masindi to support the president and all NRM candidates in the coming general elections.
Muzine mukole na amani bede chamuhero musupportinge president wa.
At the event, the minister also delivered 9 disabled bikes from Mama Janet Museveni to young disabled people of Masindi.
Kusaba inywena mterere Mama Janet kata Museveni abo bugali wabale mabunu. Asindikirana bugali muenda. Asindikira bugali winga. agambire wanatunga obunde ja kwongera tuongere mulire mwebale muno mumuterere mu ngalo kandi lwanga mulinde.
I'm so grateful for the offer which has been given to me by Minister Balam. Thanks to President Museveni also for considering disability, putting into the program. Then I would...
4,200 horses were delivered to 4,200 urban homes from His Excellency the President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
President Museveni abasindikira enfuka 12,000 enfuka 10 za Central Division, enfuka 10 za Karujubu, enfuka 10 za Nyangaya, enfuka 12 za Chikulya Division. Kilo cha baraza bajagabe enfuka buli mumaka bajagabira amaka 10 amaka inga amaka 10 gaja kutunga enfuka 10.
Jane Nyiramujisha reporting for UBC.
Thank you so much, Jen. Government has started building cancer institutes across the country to reduce the burden on Mulago Cancer Institute. The Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Bariomonsi, revealed this during the burial of Kobusinge Fiona, daughter of State Minister Godfrey Kabyanga in Pondwe Lubirihira, Kasese District.
The Minister for ICT and National Guidance, Dr. Chris Bariomonsi, said the plan will bring cancer screening and treatment closer to communities.
And thanks for a message from the President.
We are getting many cases of cancer. Cancer is on the rise, not only in Kasese, but all over the country and all over the world, especially in the developing world. And as scientists, we know why it is increasing, but we need to do more in terms of educating the public on how you can avoid or minimize the risks of getting exposed to cancer. Now, we have the Uganda Cancer Institute, which is in Moroto, and the numbers are overwhelming. When you go there in Moroto, there are many patients coming from all over the country suffering from different types of cancers. And cancers can also get children. Children also can get cancer. At any age, you can get cancer. But as government, we have started on the process of building regional cancer institutes.
He also dismissed claims that Kasese ranks highest in cancer cases at Mulago.
On Monday, last week, we approved money to build the cancer institutes in the Mbale Hospital and the Arua, West Nile. We have already built one in Guru, and also we have secured funds for the Cancer Institute in Mbarara, the regional referral hospitals. And we're now going to get also money for this Midwestern, Potpoto, Hoima. So that you don't have to travel to Moroto, we establish super specialized services in the regional referral hospitals for the doctors to manage cancer at that level, so that not everybody has to go to Moroto Hospital.
Former Health Minister Dr. Crispus Chiyonga was concerned and called for a national study over rising cancer cases among the youth.
Fiona, wakomwanamu reporter area somawa silutaso salame sindiboro habwe myaka yiwe omwana we myaka 35 asatu na mukaga faso boro ma pinya lumulere baitinya binyamatwalwa cancer omwabutuku bunene cancer yikahamba mundunya namabetu ngahe myaka inalingireho.
Minister Kabyanga described Fiona as hardworking and God-fearing.
Ngende saba mukama ndiye kiumuligania omoyo w'omwana wayi ineka bora.
She died of cancer at 35.
We pray that the Lord strengthens the family of the minister and friends. Moving on from that, the outgoing ambassador of Ireland to Uganda, His Excellency Kevin Colgan, has said that government of Ireland will continue supporting transformative initiatives in Karamoja sub-regions such as education and health. He was speaking at the groundbreaking of Moroto Blood Bank at Moroto Regional Referral Hospital. Maureen Iga has a detailed report on this story.
In 2023, a blood collection and distribution center was inaugurated at Moroto Regional Referral Hospital to ease access to safe blood and improve capacity for collection, storage, and distribution of blood. Doctors with Africa, with support from Embassy of Ireland in Uganda, is constructing Moroto Blood Bank. Outgoing Ireland Ambassador to Uganda, His Excellency Kevin Colgan, officiated the groundbreaking ceremony of the construction of Moroto Blood Bank.
This new blood bank will help to ensure life-saving blood is available when and where it is needed most. It is a symbol of hope and resilience for this region and a major milestone in our shared journey towards equitable health for all. The Embassy of Ireland, in close partnership with CUAM and the Ministry of Health, has long supported the improvements of reproductive, maternal, newborn, child and adolescent healthcare in Karamoja.
Kevin says government is committed to support Karamoja to transform lives.
Ireland is committed for the next number of years to Karamoja. It's part of our reason for being in Uganda is so that we can work here in great places like Moroto or in the other districts of Karamoja.
Dr. Peter Lochoro is the country representative for Doctors with Africa.
In Uganda shillings, that's about 8 billion. Okay, but this construction is going to cost us 1.8 billion, that main house, and the one we did inside is another 200 million. So for the construction only is 2 billion going in there, and this is really building on what we did already in the years of phase 1, where we made a number of investments that you had the people talking about. So I don't know if you want to know, and I'm the country representative of CUAM.
With the completion of this regional blood bank, this will end preventable death among mothers and children. The construction works is expected to be complete at the end of this year.
Moving on, the Bishop of Namirembe Diocese, the Right Reverend Moses Banja, has underscored the role of the Church in education to nurture God-fearing citizens. This was during the sermon at Chitende Secondary School in Kajansi Sub-County, Wakiso District. Chidembeka reports.
This was disclosed by the Bishop of Namirembe Diocese, Right Reverend Moses Banja, during the Thanksgiving Mass to mark 40 years of Kitende Secondary School.
He understands what His will is for you and all of us. The moment you change your direction, the moment you say no to the devil, the moment you accept Jesus Christ to be your personal Lord and Savior, then you leave it to Him.
In charge of education, Namirembe Diocese, Canon David Mpaji, promised to keep the quality of education provision in all schools under the Anglican faith institutions.
The government is also facilitating us, but they also try to do something to facilitate their children and children's welfare, but also the teachers' welfare.
A senior educationist, Luasa Stevens, said 40 years have been a time marked with numerous challenges, resolve and dedication.
But now we are no longer doing it, but being able to construct the boys' hostel, one of the HSC block, senior 5, senior 6, and at the same time, we're being able to construct the perimeter wall.
Benon Mokwaya, Richard Chirembeka, UBC News.
An intergenerational gathering converged youth and elders for a special celebration anchored in faith and mutual enrichment. Led by Reverend Father George William Sentemu, the Mass served as a platform to restore long-standing bonds between generations and honoring the wisdom of elders while supporting the rise of the youth. He said it is the sacred duty of the Church to empower the community. Kenneth Tanaba reports.
A joint celebration at Kisubi Parish in the Kampala Archdiocese as united youth and elderly to rekindle intergenerational relationships. During the homily, Reverend Father George William Sentemu tipped the community to revive long-standing connections between the young and the old to foster mutual learning. He advised the youth not to ignore the elderly, who are a source of wisdom. Reverend Father Sentemu explained that the Church had deliberately brought together youth and elders to foster unity and understanding across generations.
To cater for them, to look after them. The elderly are no longer that strong to work hard, but as the youths are meant to work hard. So they work hard and help the elderly, but also seeping the wisdom from the elderly. And also the elderly praying for the youth. They lead their grandchildren. As their grandchildren are fine, they'll also be fine. Because if a grandchild is okay financially, having holy matrimony, having a stable family, they can easily look back to look after their grandchildren. So there has to be a link between the youth and the elderly, most especially our grandparents.
More than 100 were baptized. Reverend Father Sentemu delivered a message related to the upcoming national elections in 2026. He encouraged both the youth and elderly who aspire for leadership to prepare responsibly.
Peacekeeping, as we are preparing for elections come 2026, that it should be a peaceful election, which we need to pray for, just as our father, our ancestor in faith, Abraham, who prayed for the two cities, interceding for the two cities not to be burnt down. But when they remained stone-hearted, the two cities of Sodom and Gomorrah were burnt down. So we need to change our own hearts as we Ugandans, at the same time calling upon the intercession, the intervention of our God, that we have peaceful elections, peaceful transfer of power, where, if need be, or where, if it comes to pass, so that we can have a peaceful Uganda, a prosperous Uganda, to live in harmony as the grandparents and as the youth and also the young, to enjoy our motherland, Uganda.
Robert Katamba and Kenneth Tanaba reporting for UBC News.
The Commissioner for Nursing and Midwifery at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Agnes Chandia Baku, has tipped midwives on self-care and advocacy for the welfare of patients. This was during the Midwives book launch titled Beneath the Nurse's Cap, on the theme unmasking mental health for workers in Kampala.
Dr. Agnes Chandia Baku, the Commissioner for Nursing and Midwifery, highlighted the importance of advocacy in healthcare, particularly for midwives and other frontline workers, to improve on their welfare.
As nurses and midwives, we have been really acknowledged by WHO since 1948. That's when nurses have been recognized at international level, at global level, and they have always been given space. And there are areas where issues of quality of care, issues of recruitment, issues of service delivery jobs are being discussed. But issue of motivation is a very difficult thing. Many governments, not only in Uganda.
Likicho Emily Opu, the 32 years experienced midwife and the author of the book titled Beneath the Nurse's Cap, said that the book highlights strategies for improving mental health of health workers.
My next move is to create awareness and engage with midwives in other facilities so that we can get solutions, because I know the workload, the long working hours is not yet coming to an end. but what can we do for ourselves so that we can keep on moving.
Annette Evelyn Kanyonyozi, the president of National Midwives Association, commended the author for her resilience and dedication in advocating for mental health and health workers' welfare.
To be here launching a book written by a midwife. When I first saw it in the making, it gave my heart joy. I was very glad because nurses and midwives have had all the knowledge that they can put down. But just as our brother said here, in the end, when we are weighed down, we end up reading the book of Lamentations.
Experts attending Brighter Monday, Uganda's HR Fusion event in Jinja, are highlighting gaps between education and market needs, promoting inclusive hiring and strengthening ties between employers and educators, reinforcing their partnership with MasterCard's Foundation's Youth Africa Works to expand youth employment in Uganda. Sem Mambo and Sugo have a detailed report.
It will be very meaningful for you as HRs. We will learn from.
At the Human Resource Fusion event organized by Brighter Monday in Jinja, key Ugandan human resource stakeholder Ahmed Alaga highlighted the widening gap between education and market needs.
That there is a huge gap between what the education system is churning out right now. From our experience as a leader in the talent ecosystem, many a times we're hearing employers saying that that young people require some sort of training, or that, you know, what the market requires now is not what the education system is churning out. And research has shown that any degree beyond 4 years may become irrelevant just because of the trends and what's happening now, especially as we are in this digital age and AI age where things are rapidly changing. And you know that, you know, we're now in those what's it called, the eccentric times where things move a lot faster than before.
Such forums enable regular employer engagement to align career support and training with real-world job demands. Head of Human Resource at Kakela, Susan Mataka, emphasized inclusion, advocating for a balanced workforce that embraces gender diversity, talent, refugees and persons with disabilities.
Companies, how can they improve and be more inclusive? Companies have to be intentional, start with setting clear targets and see that they measure it and monitor it. What I can say that inclusivity is not something that has to be ignored, because for now we have quite a diverse space where we can pick people. We have people who are refugees, we have people with disabilities, and also the gender. So once every company looks into that space, depending on where they are located, to see that they get an active workforce, they have to hire with the intention of getting their workforce balanced, but also focus on getting an inclusive hiring practices, where you only focus on getting those caliber of workforce.
So the discussion is around how do we ensure that we cater for our employees who are differently bodied. We have people with disabilities, different disabilities. We have displaced persons. How do they cater for women and their specific needs, like breastfeeding mothers, pregnant women? So the conversation really is about how do we ensure that the workplace is conducive for all kinds of people.
I'm Bantu Machabe Semambo for UBC.
Thank you so much, Sembambo. Now, the National Chairperson, Yoweri Kaguta Tebuhaura Museveni of the National Resistance Movement, released a notice and today, that is about the first meeting of the 4th National Conference of the National Resistance Movement, which will be held under the theme, Building a Shared Prosperity, Investing in Uganda's Future. This will happen from the 27th August 2025 to the 28th of August 2025 at the Kololo Independence Ceremonial Grounds in Kampala. The conference will receive the following for their consideration, which shall also constitute the agenda for the meeting. Number 1 is the keynote address by the National Chairman. Number 2, the presentation of the Right Honourable Secretary General's report. Presentation of names of recommended persons from the National Executive Council who are standing for election to the following positions in the Central Executive Committee, namely A being the National Chairperson, B being the first National Vice Chairperson, C being a second National Vice Chairperson, the female, and the 6 Vice Chairpersons representing the region of Uganda, East, Central, North, West, Kampala, and Karamoja. 4th on the agenda will be the campaigns by nominees in 3 above and subsequently elections. Of course, they'll also receive and pass resolutions regarding which persons have been elected to the offices enumerated in agenda item number 4. Receive the names of the persons or a person who have been recommended by the National Executive Committee to be elected as the presidential candidate for the NRM in the 2026 presidential elections. They'll also receive and pass a resolution or resolutions in that regard regarding which persons or person that have been duly elected as the presidential candidate for the NRM in the 2026 presidential election. They'll also address they'll have an address by the elected 2026 presidential flag bearer, and then anthems and adjournment. This was signed on the 26th of July 2025 by the chairperson, Yoweri Kaguta Tibhabura Museveni of the National Resistance Movement. Moving on from that, we will continue in more stories after this short commercial break.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Abeka bana tuzi awarunji nafe tujja
ba mikwano ana inakuchenja ono.
Uncle, you can just use your phone.
Hey, tuina momo
va ku mwana gununya change
nayanziza nnyo.
Nange kwembe
Yes sir.
zo ziri mmeka
Jire satu kitundu.
Yes
sir.
Naye baba sente nga zinzigoddeko.
But Uncle, you can get from your phone.
Let's keep on playing your bodies. What did you do? Mweba rutegeka nze no bora bankoye va ku macha ndi mu shopping. Juma jamwe ambe ku munno muti kule bintu. Muri mutya?
Uncle, you're suffering again. Can you put it on your phone and make money?
Bye-bye. No sorry, don't you know. What does all Guagara? Thanks for Barab. Bit, and Pomo was Charuao. jajja mwongereko oyagala nnyo oluwombo lw'ekinyeebwa
kandete kando
tewetaaga kutambula gwe ne bw'otuula
tubeere mu nzikiza
senga natuma olina okugumiikiriza
Uniquely ours. Explore Uganda.
At UNOC, we believe in safety.
Drama? Colleagues, elections for special interest groups are calling. SIGs, elections, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time to vote for our leaders, June through August. From village to parish to district to nationals, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time, go vote your leaders. No! Elections are supposed to be peaceful. Easy vote, okay?
Youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. In our business stories, fish farmers in the 69 districts benefiting from the Uganda Climate Smart Agriculture Transformation Project will help from the technologies that enhance climate resilience in the sector. The Commissioner of Agriculture in the Ministry of Agriculture and More Industry and Fisheries, Bwanika Joseph, points out that the project increases productivity and market access. Take a look.
The Uganda Climate Smart Agricultural Transformation Project, implemented by the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, will run for 6 years in the selected 69 districts. Under the fisheries value chain, the project aims to promote climate-resilient fisheries management technologies and innovations.
For effective implementation, the project prioritizes partnership with the various stakeholders to ensure timely achievement of the key project targets. Since its effectiveness, the project has engaged a number of stakeholders with the aim of sensitizing them about their roles in implementation and success. So you are very much part of the implementation and success.
The Ministry of Agriculture is engaging the private sector in the fisheries sector to explore opportunities for improving and providing quality inputs to farmers.
They also play a role in training the farmers on how to use these inputs effectively, offering technical support or extension services that complement the efforts provided by government extension workers. Private sector engagement will help to determine whether improved technologies and practices reach farmers and translate into higher fish productivity. The project will utilize innovative delivery mechanisms, such as the matching grants and e-vouchers, to provide inputs to farmers.
The project is linking farmers directly with the service providers. It is linking farmers directly to the providers of the input. So the way the project is designed, farmers even have an opportunity of providing feedback, so that if in any case they are cheated, they can always report, and that specific service provider will be handled.
The project will accelerate Uganda's transition to a climate-smart, resilient and market-oriented agricultural system to improve productivity, strengthen livelihoods and enhance food security. Adia Nakute, UBC.
Abekabala tuzi. Awarunji. Naffe tujja.
Oh. Bami kwangu. Ana inakuchange ono.
Uncle, you can just use your phone.
Hey, tuina momo.
Va ku mwana gwe change.
Nayanziza nnyo.
Nange kwete.
Yes sir.
Zo ziri mmeka?
Jire 3 kitundu.
3 kitundu.
Yes sir.
Naye baba. Sente nga zinzigweddeko.
But uncle, you can get from your phone.
Just keep on playing your bodies. What did you do? Mweba rutegeka nze no bora bankoye va ku machandi mu shopping. Juma jangu yambe ku munno muti kule bintu. Muri mutya?
Uncle, you're suffering again. You can put it on your phone and make money.
Bye-bye. Mosuri domtuma. Undazo kuagara. Naye. Thanks for baraba. Empombo wazikyali waawo jajja mwongereko oyagala nnyo olwombolo lw'ekinyebwa
Kandete kando.
tewetaaga kutambula gwe ne bw'otuula
Tubeere mu nzikiza.
Senga n'atuma olina okugumiikiriza.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. In our last segment of UBC News Tonight that started off at 10 p.m. The 10th edition of the Olympic Values Contest hosted at Kaboja International School in Buziga. Masindi has climaxed with the Olympic solidarity lauded for their initiative. It attracted over 300 students from 30 schools that took place in 10 different competitions. Take a look.
The students were categorized in 8 different Olympic values and were joined by 2 other official teams to make 10 to celebrate the 10th edition. The Olympic values and ethos after which the teams were named are excellency, peace, humanity, friendship, solidarity, respect, fair play, and balance between body, mind, and soul, joy of effort, and equity.
The attendance is good, the competition is good, and we are hoping that what the students learn from here and all the things they do, they take back to their different schools, they take back to their lives and to their society and community, and especially more those who are in sports, that they use these values as they are doing their activities both on and off the pitch to impact their lives and to create a better world.
At the contest, by the Olympic Solidarity, participants faced off in debate, quiz bowl, writing contest, storytelling, crossword puzzle, public speaking, poetry, read out loud, spelling bee, and speeding curbing.
But these values transcend sport. They are values that young people use every day as they conduct their way of life. When you look at things like friendship, we are saying trying to create friends, because in the world we live in today, we need to have as many friends as possible. We have things that are called solidarity. Solidarity means standing together in times of war, in terms of insecurity.
At the end of partnering alongside the Olympics, Uganda Olympics Committee for over 10 years, since 2015, and every year we've seen an increase in the contests that are being participated in by the various schools and students. We started off with only 5 contests. Those are debate, public speaking, poetry, and among others. Currently we are running, this particular year, we are running 10 contests that also include Rubik cubing, or what people know as cubing. We have spelling bee, where we have the students come and participate in spelling of words that are in the Olympism or Olympics culture.
In the day-long competition, the team of Olympic value of friendship emerged overall winner with 1,696 points. It was followed by humanity, excellency, peace, solidarity, respect, balance, and fair play. This 10th Olympic values contest attracted participation from schools like Mbale Secondary School, Rubongi Army, and Mbarala High School. The best male and female debaters will represent Uganda next year at the 65th session of International Olympic Academy Youth Olympic Ambassadors Program in Athens. John Barnes, Centum, UBC.
Ugandan football promoter and philanthropist Frank Mutalaga has commended the government for ensuring security across Uganda's borders and within the country, a factor he says has enabled the entertainment industry to thrive. Mutalaga, who is also a businessman, made the remarks while presiding as the chief guest at celebrations marking 10 years of Roman Gardens Bar and Entertainment Center in Nakaseke Town Council, Nakaseke District.
Mutalaga noted that the prevailing peace has not only allowed musicians to develop their talents, but also benefited footballers and other creative sectors.
Sagala wetuuleko, sagala omanye nti olina talent, osigaleyo gy'okola ki, gy'oli, jangu akuteekawo enteekateeka, musobole mwonna okukola ki, okundaba.
He donated 500,000 to the Roman Gardens management and announced plans to support talented upcoming musicians in Bulemezi County.
Amukisa mulungi nnyo olunaku lwa leero. Nondeddwa okujja okuyamba ku ssaza lya Bulemezi mu ngeri gye likolamu. Nzize kubawa vibe. Mu mwaka guli ogwa 2023 nze yayambako okuleetera essaza lino ekikopo.
Roma Gardens proprietor Dorcas Nalubwama expressed gratitude to all those who have supported her throughout the 10-year journey and urged them to continue. The celebrations featured performances by Mary Bata, King Saha, and other musicians. Established in 2015, Roman Gardens has become a popular stop for revelers in Nakaseke Town Council.
We'll take a look at the headlines before we sign out.
Brought to you by Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Ahmadiyya Muslim community Khalifa condemns abuse of women, calls for justice and respect. While the Uganda Scouts Association appealed to President Museveni's intervention because they were blocked at Kazi Scouts grounds. State Minister for Youth and Children Affairs Dr. Balam Bargahara tips Masindi youth on poverty eradication programs. And in our sports, Olympic solidarity applauded as UOC marks 10 years of Olympic values contests.
Brought to you by Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
And that brings me to the end of the bulletin. My name is Sharon Chomdesha from the team, and I thank you so much for watching and being a part of the bulletin. Have a lovely night. Blessed week. Bye-bye.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration